Oh, but it isn't nothing. It's everything. I just don't know what to say, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sure in no way this scene will lead to a suggestive video being uploaded. Hello everyone, I'm Keen47, aka Wolfkeen, and welcome to another edition of my My Little Pony Vlogs for Season 2. Today I'm talking about Sweet and Elite, written by Megan McCarthy. Can I be honest here, guys? I don't have a lot to say about this episode. Now, before you say, oh no, Wolfkeen hates this episode. No, I don't. I do like this episode. But it's in the same area as green isn't your color. There isn't a lot to talk about, if you ask my honest opinion. Like, if you ask my honest opinion, I don't think there's a lot to talk about in this episode, in more ways than one. But let's just get into it, okay, guys? I'll try my best. Please don't hurt me if I fail in some cases. The episode starts with basically Celestia showing Rarity to her room while she's being in Canterlot. Apparently, she came to Canterlot to try to gather some supplies for her shop, and Celestia decided to accommodate Rarity for this, and this leads to the scene that you've already saw at the beginning of the episode. So basically, Rarity is enjoying herself in Canterlot, and then she runs in, and then two ponies talk with her. Jet Set and Upper Crust. Great names, huh, guys? So they try to ask her about the hat that she's wearing, and then another pony comes down. I don't remember his name, but I just call him the Ellis pony. Seriously, guys, that pony is Ellis. Brown hair, wears his hat backwards, has a white shirt, talks in a Western accent. It's freaking Ellis in pony form. And if you have no idea who I'm talking about, play Left 4 Dead 2, or watch some gameplay of Left 4 Dead 2. But after this pony makes out that Rarity's from Ponyville, Jet Set and Upper Crust are like, I told you there's something we can't get here in Canterlot, and they leave Rarity. So this pushes Rarity to the point that she wants to show what she can do, even if she's from Ponyville. So she had this idea of making Twilight a dress for her birthday, which is coming up, and that's what she's going to do to try to prove herself to the Canterlot elite, that she is, some pony worth knowing. So on her way back, she ends up bumping into another pony who is apparently supposed to be Fancy Pants, one of the Canterlot elite. When Rarity apologizes to him and says, like, I'm trying to get back to my room back in the Canterlot Castle, and Fancy Pants actually takes notice of that, saying, like, you're staying at the castle? And then she explains that Princess Celestia let her stay there, and he takes notice of that, too. So at one point, Fancy Pants tells her that, I'm actually kind of glad I bumped into you, and would you mind coming to see the Wonderbolts Derby with me and a couple of other associates? And she's decided, yeah, okay, I'll do it. So then Rarity begins to start, mulling over what she's going to do, because she knows that if she goes to this event, she can help herself, like, gain a name in Canterlot as one, gain a name in Canterlot thanks to Fancy Pants. But if she does this, she's going to cut into the amount of time that she'll have to make Twilight's dress. I know a lot of people are about to say this, that Rarity was being a little mean in this episode because she kept choosing the Canterlot elite over her friends. Is she really being that way, guys? I mean, really think about it. Like, I'm a gamer through and through in more ways than one. And I kind of wish that I would branch out. Like, I kind of wish I want to branch out a little bit. Of course, I'm always going to be with my friends and stuff like that who are also gamers, but what if I was given an opportunity to show myself to a larger gaming, community? What if I had a chance to show myself to a larger gaming community and gain a name in that aspect? Am I really going to choose my friends over this chance of a lifetime? You got to think about it, guys. If you're given the chance of a lifetime, you got to choose. Will you take the chance of a lifetime, or will you stay where you are? That's kind of a hard choice if you really think about it. So Rarity goes to the Wonderbolts Derby, and she gets in, and of course, Jet Set and Upper Crust react. Okay, there's one thing I love in this episode. It's the amount of punishment that Jet Set and Upper Crust get in more ways than one. I mean, seriously. They get showed off in more ways than one. They get, and their facial reactions to some of these events happening to them. Especially near the end when Rarity drinks juice and then spits it in their face. They're just both like, Like, I just love their facial reactions to everything that happens to them. So after Rarity goes to the Wonderbolt's derby, she lies that she knows the Wonderbolt's trainer, and this ends up helping her gain more of a reputation, to the point that 3 ponies want her to attend events that are going to take all day for her. So she decides to go for it, but knowing for a fact that this will cut into her time with being, fixing Twilight's, doing Twilight's dress. Opal even starts, trying to get Rarity, like, hello, the dress. But she's like, nah, I got time for the dress, but I can't, disappoint the Canterlot Royal. So now we move on to the song of the episode, which I have that song right up here, Becoming Popular, also known as the pony every pony should know. As you all know, songs don't factor into my overall enjoyment of the episode. But I do like the placement of this song, because of all the random events that Rarity was going to, this was a great way to show these events, while at the same time being able to condense it all. Because using this song, they were able to show us all of the events that Rarity was invited to, and all of the events that Rarity went to help her become, as she says, the type of pony every pony should know. So this was a good use of the song in more ways than one. So now we move on to Rarity, basically about to leave Canterlot, and she's giving an invitation to the Canterlot Garden Party, which is supposed to be one of the premier events next to the Grand Galloping Gala. But she knows that if she does this, she's going to miss Twilight's birthday party. So she makes a very hard decision for herself, and she decides to go to the Canterlot Garden Party and not go to Twilight's birthday. I know a lot of people are going to go against Rarity on this choice. I don't. Like I said, opportunity of a lifetime. You're not going to get another shot at something like this. That's what people need to realize. With opportunities like this, you're not going to get a second shot. You're not going to get a second opportunity. So really, what other choices are you going to make? Yes, you can go back to your friends and, be there, but sometimes you got to, sometimes... What's that old expression? You can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. That's kind of what I would say is that aspect. So Rarity begins getting herself ready for the Canterlot Garden Party, and when she walks out the door...
Garden party? Here I come!
Come on, guys. Say you wouldn't faint if you saw the Remain 5 come to your door like that as well and say, surprise! But anyways, I'm getting off topic. Apparently, Twilight moved her party to Canterlot so this way to accommodate Rarity. And of course, Twilight sees the dress that Rarity made, which was a little plain, but she liked it either way. Honestly, I think that one was better than what Rarity was gonna do, because Twilight, like I said, I don't think she needs something that fancy for a birthday party. What's that old saying? Keep it simple, stupid? Yeah, that's pretty much what would have been good for that. So basically, they allowed them to use the Canterlot Ballroom, the Canterlot Royal Ballroom for the party. And then Rarity starts asking, how were they able to, do all this so quickly? And that's when we get the introduction of Pinkie Pie's party cannon. Of course, Twilight says she would have loved to do her party in the garden, but the Canterlot Garden Party is going on there. So, of course, now, I'm not going to explain everything that happens, but now we go through the scenes of Rarity flipping between the Canterlot Garden Party and Twilight's party. I think we all know what's going on here, but I do find it funny some of the ways Rarity is, either being punished or some of the aspects that happen through Rarity. Like, her putting the hors d'oeuvres into the chocolate bowl and then trying to eat it, or her just, distracting some of the ponies. I really should check on Opal. Is that Princess Celestia over there? Doing different things. Until she finally gets busted by having a croquet mallet in her mouth. Twilight, calls her out, were you at the other party? And then she was like, I'm surprised at you, Rarity. And I was like, well, looks like Twilight figured it out. And then Twilight says, I didn't know you were such a savvy business pony. And then starts saying, oh, Rarity's doing all this to try to sell her dresses and gain more business. I think this is one problem I do have with the episode. The main 6, well, the Remain 5 in some aspects, are idiots. Not too bad idiots like showstoppers, but just idiotic to the point that you just can't help but tilt your head and be like, because come on, Twilight, you're smarter than this. How are you not able to call that one? So Twilight tells Rarity that she should go mingle with the other ponies, and then Rainbow Dash has the idea of bringing the party over there and showing them how to party Ponyville style, which it becomes chaos because all of the, the remaining 5 are just causing chaotic scenes in more ways than one. And then we get the craziest scene ever, which is... I think I found a worse dancer than me. I mean, seriously, guys, I'm a terrible dancer. And no, I will never show you guys how I dance. Never. Don't even ask. What happens, though, is that Twilight gets approached by Fancy Pants about her outfit. And when Twilight was about to explain it, Rarity cuts in and tries to get Fancy Pants away, basically trying any way to save herself. And, of course, Twilight, reveals that Rarity made the dress for her. And Fancy Pants asks Rarity, like, do you know this pony? And now this is the part where Rarity is left with a choice. Side with her friends or side with the Canterlot Elite. But of course, thankfully, Rarity sides with her friends. Basically saying that my friends are the most important ponies I ever know. And of course, Jet Set and Uppercrust start off like, important ponies! Like, don't make me laugh. And this is one aspect I will give to Fancy Pants. Where he says, like, I find them charmingly rustic. And then, of course, they get the, a reaction. Like, this actually allowed me to give points to Fancy Pants in some cases. Because if he joined in the Canterlot Elite going against them, I would have been like, no. But the fact that he defended Rarity's friends and even said that the dress was really well made and that other ponies would probably be wanting to purchase it, I was like, yes! Of course, we get the moral, like, you should never forget that you're the product of your home and your friends. A simple moral, and a very good moral at that. And, of course, we end on a joke on the busboy being abused one more time. And that is Sweet and Elite. Like I said, there really isn't a lot to talk about in this episode because there really isn't a lot going on. I can understand people not liking this episode because of Rarity, choosing to be with the Canterlot Elite over her friends, but as I keep saying throughout the entirety of the episode, opportunity of a lifetime. Do you let it pass you by, or do you take it? That's the thing. I'm pretty sure if we were all put into this situation, we would have done the same thing Rarity did in most cases. Especially if it implies to our dreams in more ways than one. Like I said, if I got approached by a large gaming group, I probably would take the opportunity, even if it meant, like, kind of nixing my friends in some cases. I'm pretty sure, like, anybody given that kind of an opportunity would take it in some cases. You really can't fault Rarity for doing that. And that's just being honest. You really can't fault her for doing that in more ways than one. All in all, Sweet and Elite, I like this episode. I think it's a really good episode, and Megan McCarthy did her job. So the next episode I'm going to be doing... Alright, this is going to be an interesting one. So until next time, guys, I'm Keen947, aka Wolfkeen. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, guys, take care.